Welcome back to the show, everybody. Mike Crispi here. Thanks for sticking with us on the Saturday night. Real America's Voice. Myself, producer Frankie, slicing and dicing all the news from the week, and it was a pretty wild week. And this is a story that's been going on for a couple weeks now, but it has to do with this redistricting fight. A quick summary here. As you guys remember, Texas wants to pass a new map for the 2026 midterm elections. The new map adds 5 net Republican seats. They're trying to get rid of gerrymandering. So California then responded saying they want to pass new maps, but every state has different state law, which dictates how congressional maps are passed. So it's a totally different process every single time. Texas saw the opportunity. They're taking it. California, different process, going to be harder. We'll get into that. But what's this all about? But first, Texas. Remember when we talked about how like those state house members in Texas flee to Illinois and they flee to all the most gerrymandered places in the country and like a self-own, and they're like, we're standing up to the system as they flee. Well, newsflash, breaking news, that didn't work so well.
Breaking tonight, Texas Republican legislators have just won their fight over redistricting. Just moments ago, the state House vote is now final. The bill aims to provide 5 additional congressional seats for the GOP. Correspondent Garrett Tenney shows us what's happening from Austin, Texas tonight. Good evening, Garrett.
So, shocker. The Republicans had the votes and they won, and the Democrats did a stall tactic that didn't go anywhere. Kind of reminds you of, everything they're doing at this point. Again, they tried impeachments, they tried arrests, they tried to shoot and kill him. Now they just do stall tactics, whether it be through the courts or whether it be through their legislators just like running to Illinois for safe haven. They tried that, didn't work. The new maps in Texas are going through, great. So the Democrats are like down and out right now. Like Democrat National Committee cash on hand is like 13 million. Republican cash on hand is like 85 million. Like, they're really doing bad. We got them on the ropes. Who's going to be the Democrat leader? Who's going to step up? You got Jasmine Crockett, who thinks she's already the president. We talked about it last week, how she cosplays as the president. She has her staff wear all black and rent out SUVs for her and open the door like she's the president. Total maniacal whack job. Then there's Gavin Newsom, who also, I guess, thinks he's not just the president, but he thinks he's Donald Trump. He has adopted the style of impersonating Trump. He's been doing it for 2 weeks now, where Trump, who talks in his natural voice, all caps, he has his certain way in which he talks. People often, talk about that. It's like an endearing thing. It's comedic, but it's that's Trump. That's who Trump is. Talks a certain way. Newsom has tried, Frankie. This is his strategy. I want to see if you think it's going to work. His strategy over the last couple of weeks has been to imitate the way that Trump talks. I thought that it was buffoonery. That's what they always said. It was buffoonery and ineffective and cartoonish. That's what they always said. So Newsom over the last month has tried to just rip off the way Trump talks. What do you think of the strategy, Frankie?
Honestly, say what you want, but out of everyone in the Democratic Party, that man's got, what do the kids call it? The Riz. I hate to say it, but it's just, the truth of the matter is, it is such an embarrassing party, and the bar is so low. So, yeah, of course, Gavin Newsom, he says the most absurd things, insane things. However, he has a personality of some sort. He has charisma.
That's true.
And it's just, I understand when one staffer is going to point him in a direction and say, hey, maybe you should start using your socials, more personally. And he takes that and he runs with it because obviously he's setting up his presidential run. So I understand the tactic. Of course, it works with Trump. So, if you can't beat him, join him. How do you say it? It's the best form of flattery is copying. Whatever. It's just that's how I'm feeling about it.
Imitation is the best form of flattery.
Thank you.
And so it's they oppose Trump, and then they mock him, and now they're copying him, and then they're going to try to be him. So is Gavin Newsom going to try to become Donald Trump? I mean, yeah, he's going to try to become the next president. And if you're looking at the field of Democrat candidates, I mean, that's really your best guy by a mile. Remember, he debated Ron DeSantis on Fox News. Took some stones to do that. So people are laughing off Gavin Newsom now, but he's probably going to be the guy. And, his debate with DeSantis, he didn't get crushed. Like it was like a serious sparring. Like is Newsom wrong on everything? Absolutely. Did he totally firebomb his entire state with wildfires to save the Delta smelt fish that fits in your hand? Yeah, he's a moron. Did he bang his former campaign manager's wife and has absolutely no discipline? Yeah. But kind of looks the part, can talk, can prove that he has some type of little personality. So I always say this, beware Republicans, because you can mock him, but he's probably going to be the guy. Frankie, you concur on that?
100%, no question. There's no question. Come on, let's be real.
And here's the other thing. The Democrats have nominated Hillary Clinton, okay, who is an old, decrepit woman. Then they nominated Joe Biden and stole it for him, old, decrepit, pervert man. Then they nominated Kamala Harris, totally brain-dead, checked-out DEI woman. They did it minority. So, like, now you got to go back to it. You got to go white man. Like, they've done it 3 times with failure. And, like, every president in the history of the country, except for Barack Hussein, who's, born in Kenya, every other president has been a white man. So, like, 46 out of 47. So, I think they're going to return to the well and go back with Newsom. Because everything else is not working.
It's not going to be Tim Walz. I'll tell you that much. Ain't going to be.
It's not going to be Tim Walz. It's either going to be Gavin Newsom or Wes Moore, the governor of Maryland. It's going to be one of those two. Nobody knows who Wes Moore is except for like people like me. So that's why I think it's going to be Newsom. I wouldn't be surprised. A Newsom Moore ticket. Watch. I'm Nostradamus Crispi. Go on your betting apps, and they're not sponsoring us, so we're not going to give them a free plug. But go predict it. It's going to be Gavin Newsom, Wes Moore. That's the ticket. There you go. And this is why they're fighting over the redistricting right now. It has everything to do with the illegals. They're saying the quiet part out loud. Roll it.
Way to preserve redistricting in the future is to make sure that that doesn't become the case. If California's, if a year from now, or a month from now, or if a week from now, if your cousin is kidnapped off the street, if UCLA closes down, if we announce that there won't be an election, if the census that we're relying on for the commission's next stab at redistricting doesn't include 1.5 million Californians in it, if we have...
Whoa. 1.5 million Californians? Why did you just separate a group of people from the population of California? How many people are in the state of California, Frankie? How many people live in California?
Throw me on the spot there.
39.43 million. Quick time statistic checking. So why did he just single out 1.5? Oh my goodness, they're illegal immigrants. They're saying the quiet part out loud. They want them to count in the census. They wanted to apply to redistricting. They wanted to apply to the Electoral College. Thought that was the great replacement conspiracy theory. Frankie, last word.
We knew it was coming, pal. What do we always say? It starts in Europe and it comes here. And we've been watching it for about 3.5 to 4 years. And it's happening. We must fight. Fight. That's what I have to say.
That's right. And we're fighting Gavin Newsom. We're also fighting the liberal Asian mayor of Boston, Massachusetts. You think this woman is dealt personally with a lot of minorities in her day? Absolutely not. Family came over from Korea or wherever she's from. She had her nose in a book. She got into a really good school, elitist. She's not in the streets. Here she is talking about she's going to protect these criminals.
We're here again today because last week, Boston received a letter from the Attorney General of the United States on official letterhead from the federal government threatening to prosecute city officials and withhold federal funds unless we cooperate with carrying out mass deportations.
So Michelle Wu saying she's going to protect the illegals who are causing the crime. And you know what? I'm right on point, Frankie. Went to Harvard, and she's from Chicago, Illinois, not even from Boston. So she's transplanted there to run, and her family isn't from America. So there you go. All right, quick break. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.